Alright, so I wanted to make this quick video addressing some of the points that Suzy Lou made because she made a response video, so I gotta make a response because it's okay to share your side of the story and critique what the other person is saying and say why you don't like said content creator on the internet. I mean, words don't hurt you. You're not being physically attacked, and this whole terms of service thing you're trying to usher onto people, I think it's BS, because if you don't deserve to get copyright striked when it's not really a malicious attack, so to speak, it's not a person trying to devalue the content creator, it's trying to show their side of the story as to why false copyright strikes and other stuff like that is wrong. If you're creating a positive community, you don't go around and take down the content of other content creators because they decide to mention you in a video. That's just using your right, abusing your numbers, and taking down other creators just for having an opinion. Now, the reason why I called you a disgrace to girl gamers is because it's not only due to that thumbnail that you made, it's a myriad of problems that I had with you in the past relating to being blocked because you said that, oh, I don't make Resident Evil content anymore, I don't make YouTube content anymore. And I pointed out that you did. I had screen caps. I pointed this out in the past that you did. I said you're going to play Resident Evil Remake 2 because you have this big audience. You're not going to leave your YouTube channel dead for no reason. I pointed that out. I pointed out you were going to play it. I pointed out that your channel is going to be indeed active on the little hiatus that you took or whatever. And you chose to block me because I pointed out the truth. And then you not only did that, you made a mistake on the thumbnail. Again, if you fixed it, I said in the comments, totally understandable if you fixed it, but that doesn't fix my problems with you. You also went around and you said you were going to block people who talk shit about Resident Evil Umbrella Corps on a live stream.
Laptop for fucking moderating your chat while I'm in here.
I know. Well, the rules are pretty simple. Don't talk shit about the game or you'll get timed out.
Hello.
Now, what's the problem with people talking shit or criticizing a game that they're not really feeling? It's their $60, it's their money. What makes you have authority over them in a live stream to actively ban and censor their comments just because you don't like it? You see, with this whole implication of creating positivity because of the things you do, there's a lot of people that came forward that said you act like this on a daily basis. You act vainglorious. You decide to try to roast people. You decide to try to say, hey, if you're working at McDonald's and you have a strike or something, you just should expect handouts. I mean, it's not like I work Twitch, Twitter, or whatever, Patreon, whatever the fuck you have. It's not like I work that full time. It's not like I have to conform to the Google robots who really don't ensure any security on YouTube anymore. The algorithm is fucked. And then I sit there, play video games, sit on my ass. I don't work a 9 to 5. I'm gonna complain about people who have a 9 to 5 job. That's what you did, Suzy, right? I mean, come on, it's obvious. Hey, if someone's saying something about me online, I'm going out and I'm going to actively take down their channels because they can't criticize me at all. You're not creating positivity with the things you're saying, you're creating negativity. And I don't know if you noticed that or not. If you are actively banning people, if you are disabling comments, I know some people can be very, very nasty on the internet. It could boil down to doxing, threats of violence, whatever it may be. At the same time, a valid opinion, something you need to address, should not be taken down. Something so minuscule as a joke. Mark After Dark was making a mere joke. He put like you crying at The Last Guardian. It was a clip, but it was also a transformative clip because he had like Michael Jordan saying something at the end. That means he took time to edit it. He didn't take your whole video and put it on his channel. If he did, that will warrant a copyright strike. I could totally see that logic, but 30 seconds and the rest of the video is just him talking with little edits in between and giving his experience and whatnot. I don't think that warrants a copyright strike. Now, you may delete tweets. We know you like hiding stuff. let's just be legitimately fucking honest. Let's stop beating around the bush. You like hiding stuff. It's okay. You say something extremely dumb, like copywriting your face on the internet. You leave that tweet up. You realize, oops, I made an oopsie. Let me get rid of that. Instead of admitting to my mistake, I'm creating positivity, guys. I'm going to disable my ratings. I'm creating positivity, guys. Instead of going out and saying, hey man, it's cool, I said something dumb, it's fine, you know, let's move on. You hide stuff and delete it, and it's preserved because you do that. You don't realize this. As far as I know, when it comes to her original tweet, going back to that, can you copyright or trademark your face? From what I've seen through research, it seems the immediate answer is no. It says copyright is only valid for man-made creative ventures. The creative work must be a product of deliberate effort through creativity and conscious choices. Items found in nature, such as DNA, human faces, and animals, are not deliberately created by man. Instead, they are considered a natural phenomenon. Therefore, they aren't subject to intellectual property rights. Now, there are some differences. Obviously, if you leak a private sex tape or something on YouTube and it's a privacy complaint, that shit is going to be taken down ASAP. If you record someone without their consent, they can obviously take that video down, but this is something you uploaded. This is why Peter Anderson never won a case against me, because I made a lot of transformative content against him. This is why he's an idiot and he will never understand why those videos didn't get flagged, because it is something he uploaded within a site of public domain. He uploaded this publicly. This is not private content or private information, and it was done for the sake of the gray area, which is fair use, for critique and comedy purposes. It seems the only time you can levy a situation like this in your favor is when someone decides to put your face on merchandise and sell it without your permission. Now, like I said, if he took your whole video and put it on his channel, then you would have a point. If you made music or something, he used it, and you said, you know, hey, you're using something that I made, I own the rights to this officially, I would like if you took this down, then it would make sense. But you just struck him down because he used your face, which you publicly uploaded to YouTube, and he made a transformative video on top of that saying, stop, get some help. Something that was not in the original video, alongside with his commentary on The Last Guardian. This is why so many people got on you, because they feel like you're abusing the copyright system. And if you are indeed going out there and flagging people's channels because they have an opinion on you, then you're just false flagging at this rate. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. The last thing I guess I want to point out is her dumb audience, her dumb fans that defend her. Look, she's not going to fuck you if that's what you think. She probably does thought on Patreon or some shit like that. She does have a video of herself on her own page of her Trish cosplay. She's twirling about with her butt and everything in front of the camera. So those connotations of people saying the word thought, maybe that is evident. You do have a Patreon tier from what I saw in another video where you kind of have a lingerie top on. So maybe those connotations are going on. We don't know what you do with your private videos on your own Patreon. Again, I think if you would have just came out and apologized to these content creators that you took down, you would have just came out and apologized for the people that you supposedly got on for no reason. If you just simply came out and admitted your faults to these people and said you made some fucked up choices in all these areas and you weren't going to do it again, no one would have an issue. No one. But instead you chose to flag, block, do everything to knock it out of the ballpark, and therefore you can't say it's creating positivity, it's creating censorship. That's what you're doing, fam. Point blank. I don't know how you wouldn't get the point well after the fact. You're not creating positivity, you're creating censorship. if you are readily going around and talking shit to people and putting people down and putting other girls down, blah blah blah, you need to apologize. You need to admit to this shit. If they're coming out and what they're saying is valid, you need to wake up and have a reality check. Otherwise, you're just going to keep supposedly bleeding subs from what we found out about how this went down with Tipster. Tipster said you're bleeding subs and you have your preemptive response video monetized. Yeah, we know you want that moolah, Suzy Lou. You don't have anybody fooled, really. I think for the most part you are a liar. You are a behind the scenes manipulator. You like to go around and hide stuff behind this thin veil of creating positivity when you're creating censorship, and you probably get off to flagging other channels in case they ever make a joke about you or they ever talk about you without understanding that you can't copyright your face if you upload something to public domain. Alright, so this is Renegade Operative signing out. I think Lou is a hypocrite. I think Peter Anderson sucks. He's an idiot. Every time this dude goes into these long Resident Evil tirades, both of these people, it's like, dude, just shut up. It'd be better if you shut your mouth instead of getting into multiple engagements where you get into trouble. I think this is what people don't really learn about the internet. You really have to learn how to pick and choose your battles wisely, and a lot of people don't do that. I mean, people uploaded joke videos about me. I don't give a shit. I never give a shit. I never went out and flagged their channel because of it either. It wasn't anything bad. They just did it. It was fun. I found it funny. No problems. No problems at all. Compare me to how they react, where they want to flag your fucking channels down because they want to silence everything. I'm not on that kick, man. I'm sorry. I just have thick skin. So I'll see you beautiful people later. Adios and take care.